here we are at the Legacy Trail and Venetian Waterway Park. It's a bike trail that goes from Venice to Sarasota. It's an old historic Venice train depot. We're going to do some hiking out here. We're still at the bike trail here in Venice, Florida. This is Hatchet Creek. You can go kayaking down these creeks and canoeing. They got a little boat ramp right back there for canoes and kayaks and a washing station. And there's probably alligators galore. Probably bass and everything else in this. Don't know if it's salt water or not. Probably brackish.
Yeah, manatee-ish. Go over here and see.
And see what's on this side.
Watch the bikes, you guys.
But we're right by a big crossover. What do they call the bridges that lift up?
Drawbridge.
Drawbridge, thank you. It's kind of right in the middle of the city, but yet in the wilds. They preserved this old train track. Ooh, fish down there, isn't it?
See until I get back. I gotta make sure I get down or you come up.
Don't see any alligators yet.
Oh, it's where my dog from. That's
Here we are at Manasota Key. It's on the Florida coast, on the west coast. We're gonna hit the beach for a little bit and enjoy it. It's a pretty cool spot. I mean, they got lots of bars, lots of restaurants, you know, souvenirs, beachwear, all that kind of stuff out here. So, looks pretty neat. This is Manatona Beach, Western Florida. Pretty busy beach down here. It's only about 80 degrees. Wind's blowing, got some good surf going. Water's probably colder than Billy Blue Blazes. And today it looks like the surf's breaking out far enough that we put a boogie board and body surf. But did we bring boogie boards? No, we didn't. So, see, the wind's blowing pretty hard. The sand's blowing all over. Down the beach looks like a dust storm heading our way. The water is pretty chilly here too. Find out where my friends are. Oh, there they are. Okay, Vicki and I are going in this ice cold water. We're gonna go do some body surfing. So have fun, we'll try to stay alive. Okay, here we are still at the beach, and we've met a bunch of drummers that are down here, a whole big drumming group. not the coolest thing for a Sunday evening to end your day? Sun's coming close to setting. We're at the drums on the beach. Okay, everybody, we are at Fort Island Trail in Crystal River, Florida. I've got my GoPro on a stick. So anyway, yeah, they had red tide warnings back at the other beaches where we were. We were all kind of coughing quite a bit. So after we'd been on them all day, we got had a cough and sore throat. But this area looks pretty good right now. Nobody's swimming. They all think it's freezing here. It's like almost 70 degrees. The water's probably about 65 degrees. This is a beautiful little place here, this Crystal Springs. If you go off the main road on Route 19, there's some really cute little places back in there. There are board rental places. There's a little hotel back in there that's just as quaint as can be. We got off 75, Interstate 75, and got on Route 19. And we're just going through the country to different places. This is kind of a really neat little boardwalk and a pine jungle and palm jungle. All the palmettos growing everywhere. I think the Spanish moss is a parasite that lives off of the trees. There's a real old cedar tree here. This is pretty cool. This thing's probably over 100 years old. Cedar trees don't grow very fast. There's another big old cedar tree amongst all these palm trees. Little fishing wharf we're going out onto. See if anybody's catching any fish out here. I think these are kind of like the mud flats. The tide's low right now. A lot of mangrove stuff out here. But boy, it's shallow and clear. Probably full of crabs out there. Good Lord, you must have to cast a mile out to get past the weeds.
Yeah, no kidding.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's pretty shallow today.
Yeah, it's only about a foot deep out here.
Wow. Got the
So what are you fishing for?
Apparently the redfish are biting real good right now.
Really?
Yeah.
My. You could probably see them swimming along with their backs out of the water here.
You'd almost think, huh?
Yeah. We've been lost for a while. We are on the west coast, going up around the curve into the Panhandle, and we're due east of Gainesville, Florida. I mean, we're out in the middle of nothing out here. We're gonna head to one of these beaches. Hopefully we can find a tiny little motel out there.
Sunset.
We're gonna watch the sunset on the beach, maybe get our feet wet, frozen, and let's see, that says Big Bend Wildlife Management Area. Wildlife Management, my eye, they've cut everything down. There's a big fire, I guess, where they're burning off tons of this stuff back in there somewhere. This is a cypress swamp over here. Kind of hard to see it. We're going pretty quick through it, but yeah, there's just areas where it's all swampy, and then you hit it into the pine trees like this. See where they've thinned all the pine trees out so they grow faster. Same on both sides. So here we are at one of the little beaches. There's not much out here. There's just a few houses. And then there's this marshland that goes way out here. This is an old abandoned little, everything's way up on stilts out here. Keep it from washing away in the hurricanes. I'm sure a lot of this stuff is washed away in the past. This is all big wetland area, marshlands. Hop up on this rock. Guy out there fishing his boat. Pretty cool house way up on stilts out there. Don't think there's much of a beach anywhere around here. Most of this is just all marshland, all these little beaches. So we decided to take Route 19. We came all the way up through Florida, and now we're just in Georgia, in Taylorsville. Taylorsville, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Taylorsville. Thomasville, something like that anyway. Just up over into Georgia. But look at the sunset. It's just beautiful down here. We've been having a long day of driving just on all the back roads, but the back roads here, 4-lane highways, they're evacuation routes out of Florida in case there's a hurricane. So it's just like an interstate, and there's just hardly anything on it. So it's been kind of fun. But we've got a kind of lodge we're staying at here, and we'll be getting up in the morning and shooting out again.
So here we are on Interstate 24 in Tennessee, and then you can notice the mountains that we're heading into. Smoky Mountains here in Chattanooga, Tennessee. The river here to our right, which I don't even know what river it is, but it's a long one. There you go. And mountains around us, Chattanooga.
Okay, you guys, we're in Nashville, Tennessee, and we reached the mecca of the outdoor world. Bass Pro Shops. Yeah, it's on Briley Avenue. Had to go through all kinds of crazy crashes and stuff on the interstate, and it took us forever to get here in the rain and snow and everything else, but we're here. Woohoo! Gonna buy some crappie jigs. See you later. So we made it back from our vacation. Haven't shaved in a few days, getting a little bristly here. But we stopped in Nashville. I got a new pair of winter boots, rubber ones. Bought some more fishing gear. Never can have enough fishing gear. You know how it goes. But anyway, we made it back from Nashville in one piece. Whew, I'm tired of being in that car, boys. I'll tell you what, you couldn't get me out quick enough. Now we got the house full of junk, trying to unload everything and undo all the mess we just made. So, good day to everybody. Been a neat trip. Hope you all enjoyed it. Thanks.